What is going on, guys? Today we have got another path to glory, and it is going to be Ramsey. If you want cheap and reliable coins, go over to U7Buy in the description. Look at all the coins, go to your purchase, and before you hit checkout, make sure you use the discount code JT11. Use the code and you should get 5% off all of your FIFA 23 coins. So in today's video, we are looking at Ramsey's 86. We have got another path to glory that if Wales do manage to get themselves through the group stage, we will get an upgraded version of this card. And to be honest, it's not a terrible card. He plays in the French league. Unfortunately, is a 3-star, 6 foot medium. Stat-wise, is looking some areas really good, some about average. We've got injury-prone, shock, and also outside of the foot. So what have we got to do for him? Because there's no token as well, so you will just get this one done. And I can imagine... in fact, he's in squad battles. Okay, that makes it a bit interesting. So, assist with a through ball using players with a minimum 80 passing in 4 separate matches. Okay, score 6 goals using midfielders in squad battles on semi-pro or rivals. Assist 6 goals using players from Ligue 1 and also win 7 separate matches in squad battles. Unfortunately, you can't do this as well as doing the showcase, as I believe the nations are what take over. In fact, you could potentially do the 6 Argentinians or 6 Brazilians as defenders and maybe wingers, and as long as you had the couple of players that were Ligue 1 in the forward role, you might be able to get a little bit done at the same time. Again, very interesting to see if you wanted to do it in rivals. If obviously you want to do it in squad battles, it will make it a lot easier, but you've got no chance of a rage quit, which... for me is what rivals is all about. You may get them, you may not, but again, you have got to win 7 separate, so if you want to make this as quick as possible and you are in the top end leagues of rivals, then I'd probably say squad battles is for you. But again, what do we need then? So win 7 is just a standard, that's absolutely fine. That, to be honest, couldn't be too bad if you was to do it just naturally with your team. Assist 6 goals using Ligue 1 players. Again, we'll have a look and see the best there. The score 6 goals using midfielders. Again, is just midfielders. So if you wanted to put a midfielder as a striker, pass the ball, then you can obviously do that over the course of a couple of matches. And also assist with a through ball using players of minimum 80 passing. What I'm interested in is, can my main team do this? If you're not looking at obviously putting in the Brazilian squad as well. So if we had a look at my champ squad, obviously I do have a Ligue 1 forward. We do have 2 Ligue 1 midfielders as well. So what I could do is potentially swap Brolin and either Terrier or obviously this guy into that striker role, and I can get the assist from a Ligue 1 and also score with a midfielder. All of them, I believe, we've got 85 passing, only 77 passing from Kessie, 82 on Tchouaméni, 82 on him, 85 and 80. So unless it's Kessie, everybody else can get the assist with a through ball and it actually count towards it. So most of your main teams should be able to do this. It might just be adding a couple of... I'm trying to think what I'm thinking. What is it? What am I thinking? A couple of Ligue 1 players. Honestly, mine went blank. A couple of Ligue 1 players into this team if you are not running that, just to be able to get the goals with it, because it's just assisting with them. Obviously, if you've got 1 or 2, then it makes it easy up front if you are running a double partnership Ligue 1, because you want to at least pass it to somebody rather than having just one person that needs to get the assist. Having a few is just going to make it that little bit easier for you. So I would suggest possibly doing that, with the perfect option of going and completing the new Ligue 1 Player of the Month, because he will give you a nice link to any French Ligue 1 player, and he's not bad himself, to be honest. He's one objective. We possibly will do him. It just means his road to the knockout is rendered a little bit useless. But again, 2 85s and an 83. I personally would see that as a big dub. He's coming in quite nice. He's always been relatively decent for my team, so it's just a natural upgrade for him. But other than that, it's a pretty standard objective to get Ramsey done. There's really nothing kind of to trip you up with this. I would suggest to try and get as many of these kind of objectives done as quick as possible, because we're getting objective after objective. You don't want to be swamped down and miss out on any of these players, and especially when these players are upgradable. Doesn't mean Wales are going to go through, or it means that they're not, because most definitely there is an element of surprise in the World Cup. Anything can happen. England could get knocked out straight away. Brazil could get knocked out straight away. There is definite upsets in a World Cup. And even if he just gets one upgrade, I personally think that's a big dub. Obviously, if they do manage to go to the final, it could happen. It most definitely could. Any game's possible. Then obviously you would get a very, very big upgrade. But I would just kind of go with the little wins. Even just get an 86 card for free. You can technically do pretty much most of this with your standard team in Rivals and just grind it out for the week. You need to get the win 8 matches in Rivals anyway. So most definitely grind this out as much as possible. I would personally, the way I would tackle this to get it done the the fastest way and the most efficient is by trying to get the midfielders up front first. I think that's going to be a big one just to get out of the way. Through balls, I'll do when I need. I won't force them. But again, it would be nice to try and get one kind of in the first 5-6 games. If then obviously we're starting to win, that's just a natural progression. And also the assist with a league gun. If I've got my league gun all up front, I will score with a forward or the midfielder, whatever's kind of the easier option, and just grind it like that. Maybe having the left mid, left wing, right wing striker all league gun, meaning that you can A, score with a midfielder quite easily, you can then B, get the assist with a league gun, and also then you could get through balls with anybody with a minimum passing of 80, and then naturally you'll just get to the 7 wins as you keep doing it. So I think relatively not a bad SBC. Again, the player is not necessarily brilliant, but he is definitely a nice card that you can get into your club that has the ability to upgrade. So let me know down below if you are going to be completing Ramsey. Make sure you check the videos on the left hand side, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.